John Beltran back at Fort Morgan High School. The starting lineup for the Platte Valley Broncos is as follows. They'll go with Trevin Weirman, a sophomore guard, along with Sebastian Zender, a junior guard, Bryson Becker, who is a sophomore forward, Isa Smith, a senior forward, and the other starter will be junior guard J.P. Valadez. Now the story for the Fort Morgan Mustangs has changed completely because I do not see Trey McBride on the bench at all. Fort Morgan Mustangs starting lineup brought to you by Cargill, committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at cargill.com. So the Mustangs will be going with Grayson Garver, a 6'1 junior, along with 6' senior Austin Breidenbach. Then there's 5'11 junior Luis Garcia, Tate Kemble, the senior point guard at 6'1, and Cade Bulis starting in place of McBride, a 6'2 senior. I don't know what's happened with Trey McBride. I don't see him here at all. So unless there's either some obligation that he has to fulfill or perhaps an issue that we're not privy to, we really don't have the answer for that. But that's certainly going to shorthand this Fort Morgan Mustang team mightily. And Cade Bulis is a solid player, but nowhere near a Trey McBride. Nobody's a Trey McBride on this particular team when you're talking about points and rebounds. Opening tip brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan, and the tip is controlled by Platte Valley. Here is Sebastian Zender. They are coached by Rolando Davila. Ty Traherne, the head coach of the Mustangs. In the right corner with the basketball, dribbling left to the lane and leaning and shooting off the glass, and no good as the ball is tipped around and taken by Grayson Garver. The shot was missed by J.P. Valadez. Here's Garcia over to Garver on the outside left. Garver setting up the offense, guarded by Valadez. Bounce pass near the top to Tate Kemble. Just beyond the timeline, hands it off to Garver. It's a man-to-man defense right now for Platte Valley. Near the top to Breidenbach. On the outside left to Garcia. Picks up the dribble. Jump pass to Kemble right side. Cross court to Bulis. Left corner for Garver. Takes the three, and that's well short. And the rebound into the hands of Smith. There's the long pass to Valadez. All the way, scoops it up off the glass and in. Valadez scores. And Platte Valley with the early lead. Garver the other way for Fort Morgan. Near the right corner to Garcia. Bounce pass down low. Tipped away. Intended for Cade Bulis, intercepted by Valadez. Here comes Valadez into the lane and has the shot blocked by Garver, but it's taken away by Zender. Platte Valley resets right corner. Valadez three in the air is off the back of the rim, and Breidenbach tips the ball around, but it's taken there by Platte Valley's Trevin Weirman. Down low, the shot is up and in. Off the pass to Bryson Becker. And Platte Valley leads 4-0, a minute 25 into the game. Again, Fort Morgan is without Trey McBride. Kemble back out to Garver, cross court to Kemble on the outside left, fakes a three, left corner for Breidenbach, kicks it back out. Now the pass down low, intended for Bulis, knocked away. The Mustangs commit a second turnover. They're trying to force it into Bulis. On the right wing, in the lane, all the way, left-handed shot is up and missed, and a foul. That was taken by Isa Smith, and nobody cut him off until he got to the basket. And the foul was committed by Cade Bulis, and the Mustangs are off to a slow start without their junior star, Trey McBride. So Isa Smith to the line to shoot two for Platte Valley. And the free throw is up, and that's in. Platte Valley, as I mentioned earlier, out of the Patriot League. Second free throw, that is up, and that one rattles in. It's 6-0 Platte Valley, 6:15 to go in the opening quarter in Fort Morgan. Here's Grayson Garver, front court pass to Kemble. Jump pass, cross court to Garver on the outside right, double teamed. He's going to have to get rid of the basketball. Doesn't a bounce near the timeline to Kemble. Near the right corner to Garcia. Garcia looking, dribbling to his left. Garcia picks up his dribble, feeds Garver at the free throw line, into the lane. Lost the ball, and then he double dribbled. No, traveled. Yeah, picked it up and then shuffled his feet. And the Mustangs have committed 3 turnovers in the early going. Yeah, this has got to be concerning for them, and now they're going to apply the pressure in the backcourt. And with the basketball, Sebastian Zender, and then we had a couple of whistles go, but what's the call going to be? The officials converge. There was contact near midcourt. It will be a foul against Fort Morgan's Tate Kemble, the second foul committed by the Mustangs. 6-0 Platte Valley. And again, Fort Morgan applying backcourt pressure. There's the inbounds pass to Zender, now taken by Weirman. Weirman crossing the timeline, dribbling by 2. Bounce pass, left corner. The shot is up and good, and that is a three-pointer by Isa Smith. And Platte Valley leads 9-0. Timeout Mustangs. And that timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. You know, one thing is not having played in 20 days. Platte Valley hasn't played in 17. But at the very least, you have to bring your full arsenal, and Fort Morgan does not have that. And it's clear that they are affected by the absence of Trey McBride. They've committed 3 turnovers, 2 of them trying to force the basketball into Cade Bulis. So it's 9-0, 5:40 to go here in the opening quarter in Fort Morgan. Hopefully it's just early jitters for the Mustangs. And here comes Grayson Garver, the junior, the other way, over to Kimball. In the left corner for Breidenbach. Back out to Kimball. Free throw line for Bulis, and he traveled. Yep, it's a good call. He shuffled his feet. That's the 4th turnover for Fort Morgan. 4 turnovers and no points, and no substitution yet by the Mustangs. Weirman to throw it in. Looking backcourt for Becker, finds him, back to Weirman. Weirman's got a 3-on-3 behind his back at the free throw line, left corner. Here's another shot that's going to be short, but the putback is up and in midair. It was missed by Smith, and Becker was there for the rebound and the 2 off the glass. And now Platte Valley leads 11-0 with 5:12 to go in the first. Breidenbach with a basketball, cross-court pass to Garver. Garver looking, spinning, dribbling to his right of the lane. Jump pass to Garcia. Near the top, here's Campbell with a 3 in the air, and that is off to the left, but the rebound is controlled by Garcia. Inside to Campbell, shot from 5 is missed, and the ball is volleyballed around, and it's taken away by Bryson Becker, and now Platte Valley the other way. Here is Zender, jump pass down low to Becker. He turns, he shoots, he misses, and the rebound controlled by Zender, taken out to Valadez. Pulls up from 10, that's off the back of the rim and missed it. Now we got a whistle to foul. I think Platte Valley went over the back, but I tell you what, the Mustangs are getting beaten here in a way that is not very flattering for them. Now to Carrillo, left wing to Kimball, fake, steps in, 12-footer, good. Tate Kimball scores for the Mustangs, but that took over 3.5 minutes to get their first points, 11-2. And then the ball is lost by Zender in the backcourt, and going diving for the basketball is Kimball, but it's off his hand out of bounds. Platte Valley retains possession, 11-2. Platte Valley with 4:10 to go in the first. And now to throw it in is Levi Gilliland in for Platte Valley. And we had another substitution with the basketball. Now is Dustin Horn. Horn into the front court for Platte Valley. Fouled. Oh, no, is that? He was on the end line there. There was contact, but not before he went on the end line. And that's turnover number 1 for Platte Valley. Let's see what the Mustangs can do the other way with under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Down by 9. Garver right of the lane all the way. Scoops it up, and it was blocked out of bounds by Bryson Becker. The Mustangs retain possession. Kemble to throw it in with Valadez right on top of him. Kemble looking inside to Carrillo, and he has a shot blocked out of bounds by Becker. Oh, that was stuffed away. Becker with 2 blocks in a row in a span of about 3 seconds. Campbell to throw it in, calling out the play to the left of the basket in the front court. He lobs it near the top to Carrillo. Carrillo with a right-handed dribble, picks it up, cross-court to Garcia on the left side. Gets a pick from Breidenbach, fakes a 3, bounce pass to Breidenbach. The Platte Valley defense is smothering. Garcia over to Garver. Garver just across midcourt to Breidenbach. The Mustangs are backing up on offense because Platte Valley's right on top of them. Right side to Kemble. Kemble fakes that shot to Carrillo. Now in the left corner to Garver. Gets a pick from Carrillo. Maintains the dribble at the free throw line. In the lane. Scoops it up. And it's blocked out of bounds again by Becker. But this time they called a foul. Boy. Oh, they're going to call the foul, though, on Isa Smith. And it's before the shot. And before the foul was committed. Trevor Shurtleff checks in for Luis Garcia. And Kemble to throw it in. Fort Morgan still trailing 11-2. Here's the bounce pass into Breidenbach, right of the lane in the right corner to Kemble. Can't take that shot. On top of him is a defender in Brendan Bunting. On the left side, Shirtliff at the top now for Breidenbach. Breidenbach dribbles right to the lane, spins. Now right baseline all the way is Kemble. Cross court Garver, left corner three is off the back of the rim, but the rebound is controlled by Breidenbach. Back out to Kemble. Kemble to Breidenbach. Right wing shot is short from three, but the putback is up and in by Tate Kemble off the glass. And the Mustangs are in a mini 4-0 run. They trail 11-4 with 2:53 to go. First quarter from Fort Morgan as Platte Valley scored the first 11 points of the game. Jump pass in the front court is taken by Becker. Becker in the lane all the way. Wild shot off the bottom of the rim. Blocking foul against a Mustang. There were two Mustangs right there. And that foul was committed by Trevor Shirtliff as first. And to the line will be Bryson Becker, who's been a force offensively and defensively. Lost you there for a second. And the shot by Becker is in. Bryson Becker now with 5. And we have another substitution. Garrett Mix in for Platte Valley. Man, they made a lot of substitutions here in the early going. 12-4 Platte Valley, 2:45 to go in the first. Eric Carrillo is out. Luis Garcia back in. It's Garcia, Kemble, Breidenbach, Garver, and Shirtliff for Fort Morgan. Free throw by Becker, yes. Becker's got 6. He's outscoring the Mustangs by himself as Platte Valley leads 13-4. The other way here is Grayson Garver. Cross court to Kemble. Can't take that three. Back to Garver. Right in the lane. Jump pass to Shirtliff. Straight away to Kemble. Fakes that shot. Now a 17-footer. Hits nothing but glass. And Garver tries to save it and he throws it off. A Platte Valley Bronco out of bounds. So Fort Morgan retains possession. And they retain possession here with 2:29 to go in the opening quarter. Inbounds to Breidenbach in the left corner. Back out to Garcia. Garcia to Kemble on the right side. Straight away to Garcia on the left wing. Here's Breidenbach. Left of the lane. All the way. Scoops it up off the glass. Too strong. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Platte Valley's Garrett Mix. Platte Valley the other way, but then we had a traveling violation at midcourt by Dustin Horn. So the Broncos commit their second turnover as Fort Morgan goes the other way. Now Platte Valley's only scored 2 points in the last 2.5 minutes, but Fort Morgan has a total of 4 points here in the first quarter with 2:10 remaining. Grayson Garver sets up the offense for the Mustangs. Again, Trey McBride not with the team today. To Kemble, back to Garver, and then he traveled. That's turnover number 5 for Fort Morgan. He failed to take a dribble as he was about to penetrate into the lane. And I think another Platte Valley Bronco came back in. Bryson Becker's been in there. Here is Becker at the top, down low for Bunting, and he banks and scores to the left of the basket. Brendan Bunting off an excellent pass there. 15-4 in favor of Platte Valley. 1:47 to go in the opening quarter in Fort Morgan. In the front court is Kemble. In the left corner, chest pass to Garcia, back to Kemble. Cross-court lob over to Garver. Garver behind the three-point line. Left wing to Kemble. Wide open three in the air. It's good for Tate Kemble. He's got all the Mustang points. Fort Morgan to within 8. It's 15-7. 1:26 to go in the opening quarter. Platte Valley comes the other way. In the right corner, wide open three is going to be short and missed. Trevor Shirtliff grabs the rebound. Shot was missed over there by Platte Valley's Garrett Mix. Mustangs the other way with Garver. Garver all the way, scoops it up and in! Grayson Garver with a strong move to the basket scores Fort Morgan's first points other than somebody named Tate Kemble. 15-9. Platte Valley with Brendan Bunting into the lane. Jump pass in the right corner. Gilliland penetrates, pulls up from 7. Around and no good. And the rebound is controlled there by Austin Breidenbach of Fort Morgan. Here come the Mustangs the other way. Garver, bounce pass is out of bounds, intended for Trevor Shirtliff. I think Garver thought it might have been touched by a Bronco. Instead, it results in Fort Morgan's 6th turnover with 46.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Mustangs were down by 11. Now they trail by 6. Here's the pass into Dustin Horn. Horn guarded by Shirtliff at midcourt. Gets a pick. Dribbles towards that left baseline. Bounce pass inside is poked away. Intercepted nicely by Tate Kemble. Here come the Mustangs the other way. Garver at the top of the basketball. Dribbles right of the lane. Spins back out to Kemble. Kemble the lane. Jump past Garver. His shot is up and in and out from 3. And the ball is volleyballed around. It's loose to the floor. And it's knocked off a Platte Valley Bronco out of bounds. So that will be Mustang basketball. 20.3 seconds to go. You know, they could set up for the final shot here. And we have Cade Bulis.
Mares, I don't remember.
And in for Fort Morgan. See if we can find the second player there. Maris is in. Here's Kemble looking to pass it in. Try to get into the shirt lift, knocked away by Bunting. Turnover by Fort Morgan. Here is Bunting the other way with the basketball. Down low, the hook, and the shot is up and missed. And the ball is rebounded over there by Fort Morgan by Anthony Maris with 6 seconds to go. Here is Tate Kemble. Kemble with 3, with 2. Right corner shirt lift, steps in. Little 15-footer is short. And that's going to do it here for the Mustangs in the opening quarter, but they came back from an 11-point deficit. They trail by 6. Platte Valley 15, Fort Morgan 9. A 1-minute break on B106 and B106.com. Let's head to the second quarter in Fort Morgan. Platte Valley leads Fort Morgan 15-9. Andrew Mares, along with Grayson Garver, Trevor Shirtliff, Cade Bulis, and Luis Garcia for Fort Morgan, Thinking of a brush game I got to do tomorrow against Yuma. That'll be on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Here's Maris with the basketball. The left corner back out to Shirtliff. Bounce pass to the top for Garver. Now to Shirtliff. Wide open left wing 3 is a brick off the bottom of the glass, but the rebound to Garver nearly traveled. Hooks it up and in. Nice shot by Garver. He's got 4 points and 2 rebounds. We'll set up the Platte Valley lineup here momentarily. Mustangs down by 4. All the way. Weirman is fouled as he drove into the lane. Boy, they could have cut him off much earlier. Instead, they gave him a free path, and then Shirtliff had to make contact. That's Shirtliff's second foul. The Mustangs have 14 fouls, Platte Valley with 2. And Platte Valley to throw in the lob towards Weirman. He steps in. Back out, here's Gilliland, left of the lane. Hooks it right corner. The shot is up and short on the 3, and the putback is up at a foul, and that was Weirman. Or check that. Dustin Horn after Caden Johnson missed the 3 from the corner. And the Mustang foul was committed by Luis Garcia. So the first free throw is up and in by Dustin Horn. Tate Kemble back in for Trevor Shirtliff. Again, he's got 2 fouls. 16-11 Platte Valley, 34 seconds into the second. Second free throw is up and in and out. And the rebound is controlled by Cade Bulis of Fort Morgan is first. The outlet to Maris. Cross-court Garver. Into the front court. Garver with the basketball. Into the lane. Kicks it back out to Kemble. Kemble dribbles. Shoots from 10. Around and good. Tate Kemble straight away. He's got 9 points. And the Mustangs draw to within 3. It's 16-13. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the second. Here's Gilliland the other way with the basketball. He's going to hand it off over there to Johnson. Back out to Becker, had the ball stripped away, loose on the floor. And now let's see where the possession arrow is pointing. And it should stay with Platte Valley because the Mustangs had the ball to begin the second quarter. And now Platte Valley making substitutions. They've got Becker, Baladez, along with Zender, Weirman, and the inbounds passer, which is Isa Smith. So Smith to trigger it in. Back out to Zender, straight away to Baladez. On the outside left with the basketball is Smith. Now to Baladez, straight away. On the high right, Zender with a basketball. Gets a pick from Baladez. Crossover dribble, bounce pass down low to Becker. He is triple team. Back out long 3, Zender, yes. Sebastian Zender hits the triple. And Platte Valley leads 19-13. A 6-point lead as the Mustangs come the other way. Zender with his first points. Garver fades from 10. Shot is blocked by Becker. Here comes Baladez with the basketball. Baladez for Platte Valley. Right to the lane, and then he's fouled. He was tripped up as he drove to the basket. I think that's going to be on the shot. Let's see. And nope, it's going to be on the floor. The foul by Cade Bulis is his second. So Fort Morgan's got to watch out. Smith to throw it in. Bounce pass down low, and double teamed over there is Boris Becker. Boris Becker, the tennis player. How about Bryson Becker? And then he traveled. Mustangs had 6 turnovers in the opening quarter. Platte Valley now with 4. They're first of the second. And Grayson Garver will take it into the front court for Fort Morgan. Bounce pass to Breidenbach on the outside left in a corner for Kemble. Kemble steps in, double teamed, and then the bounce pass went off the shoe of Cade Bulis. Platte Valley has it. Here is Zender, left wing Wehrman, 16-footer, hits the rim, no good. Luis Garcia with a rebound for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Garver the other way to Breidenbach. Lobs it down low for Bulis. Left corner, Kimball, three. Nothing but air, but Garcia has the basketball for the Mustangs. Garver at the top, left of the lane, in the lane, all the way, scoops it up, and he missed it with the left hand. Isa Smith grabs the rebound for Platte Valley. And we got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. Well, you don't want to commit that foul that far away from the basket. A frustration foul committed by Grayson Garver. And that is the 17th foul. 1-1 for Platte Valley. With 5:33 remaining second quarter. High Plains Bank offers a wide variety of products that can be customized to fit your individual needs. See what over a century of customer service that is can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. The free throw is good. Made by Isa Smith. He's got 6 points in the game. Platte Valley 20, Fort Morgan 13. It stays that way. Second free throw off the back of the rim. And it's chased down in the corner by Garcia. That's his fourth rebound. Breidenbach for Fort Morgan. Over to Kimball. Back out to Breidenbach. Cross-court pass to Shurtleff back in the game. Shurtleff against Balladash. Straight away to Garcia. Can't take that three. Right wing pass to Breidenbach. Right of the lane all the way. Scoops it up and in off the glass. Strong move to the bucket by Austin Breidenbach. 20-15. Fort Morgan trails by 5. Zender the other way. Jump pass Balladash. Three in the corner. Yes. J.P. Balladash gives Platte Valley an 8-point lead. 23-15 for Balladash. He's got 5. Under 5 to go in the second. In the lane, Carrillo back in the game. Double team, back out to Kimball. Steps in to his left. And we get a whistle and a 3-second violation against the Mustangs. Turnover number 8. And Platte Valley, which is led by as many as 11, can take an 11-point lead with another 3 with 4:44 to go, second quarter. The other way with the basketball, Zender gets a pick from Becker, and then he throws it out of bounds, and a bounce pass and attempted towards Becker on the pick and roll. Platte Valley with their 5th turnover. Mustangs. Oh, no, they're going to say it went off a Mustang? Yep. Apparently a Fort Morgan Mustang deflected the basketball. So Platte Valley to throw it in. Isa Smith in the right corner for Zender. Cross-court pass to Wehrman. Wehrman jump pass on the left wing to Smith. Left baseline turn, shoots and scores. Isa Smith from 6 feet away has got 8 points in the game. Platte Valley back up by 10 at 25-15. Mustangs the other way with Shurtleff stripped from behind out of bounds. And Platte Valley sees himself back on defense. Up by 10. Grayson Garver's in for Trevor Shurtleff with 4:18 to go. And Kate Kemble to throw it in. Kemble looking, still looking. Lobs it towards Garver. The ball's tipped away. Here comes Platte Valley, a 3-on-1. Zender, no look pass to Wehrman, puts it up and partially blocked, and then is put up and missed it, a foul. That was Becker, who was able to track down the basketball, and the Mustangs commit the foul. And it was committed over there by Luis Garcia, second. And Fort Morgan getting outsized here as well. They don't have much size out there. Free throw coming up for Bryson Becker, and that's perfect. Becker now with 7 in the game, and Platte Valley is starting to run away from Fort Morgan. They're putting together a nice run right now. Second free throw is up and good. Platte Valley's in a 9-0 run. They lead by 12. 27-15. 4:05 to go second quarter. Front court pass to Garcia on the outside left. Jump pass to Garver. Had an open three, didn't take it. At the free throw line, spins, picks up his dribble. Feeds it back out to Garcia, who picks up his dribble, and then he double dribbled. Oh, boy. Turnover number 9 for Fort Morgan. He lost his head there. He had forgotten to pass the ball after he picked up his dribble. And now Platte Valley trying to extend this 9-0 run. Here's Zender with the basketball on the outside right. Zender lobs it down low for Smith. Smith fades on the right baseline and scores. Wow. Isa Smith does it again. Platte Valley leads by 14. 29-15. Isa Smith has 5 in the quarter, and then Garver is tripped up in the lane. That's only going to be the third team foul, and it's committed by Brendan Weirman. I think it's Trevin Weirman. Kemble to throw it in the right corner for Buelis. Back out to Garver. Garver, chest pass, left wing for Kemble at the free throw line, in the lane, puts up a runner around and good. Well, Tate Kemble's been the offense. He's got 11 points. Fort Morgan down by a dozen. 29-17, 3:15 to go before the break. Across the timeline is Weirman. Weirman right in the lane against Kemble. Right corner, wide open three. Becker hits nothing but glass. Grayson Garver comes away with a basketball for Fort Morgan. Then he's double teamed and fouled in the backcourt. And, man, Garver's got to calm down a little bit. He got a little bit emotional after he was fouled. It was called. J.P. Bowdez commits the foul. I know it's frustrating because the team is down by a dozen. He was getting harassed in the backcourt. And now, thankfully for Fort Morgan, Becker is out. And Brendan Bunting is back in. Here come the Mustangs with under 3 minutes to go, second quarter, trailing 29-17. Garver crossover dribble on Zender on the outside left to Garcia. Left corner pass for Kemble. Bounce pass down low for Buelis. Jump pass cross court to Garver. Right of the lane. Pulls up from 10. Yes. Grayson Garver's got 6. Mustangs trail by 10. 29-19 with 2:39 to go before halftime as Trevin Weirman will dribble the ball across midcourt for Platte Valley. Weirman on the outside left spinning. Back out to Zender. Zender behind the three-point line. To Bowdez. Bowdez left of the lane all the way off the glass and in. The Mustangs let him have the lane and he scored again. Platte Valley leads 31-19 for Bowdez. He's got 7 points in the opening half. Garver the other way into the lane. 14-footer straight away off the back of the rim. Rebound to Breideback. Hooks and scores. Breideback gets the rebound and just hooked it in off the back of the rim. 31-21. 2:02 to go. Right corner, Bowdez, right in the lane all the way, and then he had the shot blocked. It got stuck in his hand. That should be a tie-up. That should be a tie-up, not a travel. The ball got stuck in his hand. Yep, it's a tie-up, and possession should go to the Mustangs. It does. Excellent defense as he had that ball stuck in his hip with a Fort Morgan hand. Garcia the other way to Grayson Garver. Here's Garver. Near the top for Breideback. Left corner for Garcia, but he's guarded very closely. Back out to Kemble. Right wing three. Hits nothing but glass. Sebastian Zender grabs the rebound for Platte Valley. Zender, no-look pass to Bowdez. Left of the lane. Jump pass back out to Isa Smith, but then the ball is loose, and Zender has got to pick it up for Platte Valley as he resets the offense. Here is Zender. Zender behind his back on the left wing to Bunting. Bunting into the lane, runs into a Mustang offensive foul as Luis Garcia took the contact. For Platte Valley, that's their 5th turnover. And for Bunting, his first personal. Garcia to trigger it in. Over to Grayson Garver. Garver at the top, jump pass on the outside right to Kemble. A minute 15 to go before halftime. Kemble spinning right baseline, lean, shoots. He's fouled as he misses. The foul was committed by Brendan Bunting, his second. Tate Kemble to the line. Kemble's kept his team alive with 11 points in the first half. As the Mustangs are trying to make it a single-digit game. Live in your world, learn in ours at Northeastern. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to njc.edu. Got the friendly high bounce off the back of the rim as he makes the first free throw. Second one is perfect. Kemble now with 13. The Mustangs trail by 8, 31-23. A minute 9 to go, second quarter. From Fort Morgan High School, Sebastian Zender the other way for Platte Valley. Against Garver, feeds it left wing. Here's Horn's shot, is short from 3. Strong side rebound to Garcia, that's his 5th. The outlet to Garver, 55 seconds to go. Garver at the top of the basketball, dribbles to his right of the lane, towards the baseline, pulls up from 10, good. Grayson Garver did that all by himself, 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game. Mustangs down by 6, 31-25. Zender, jump pass, right corner, shot by Horn. The three is good. Holy mahungus. Wide open was Dustin Horn. He's got 4. The lead back up to 9 for Platte Valley. 34-25. 27 seconds to go. Garcia crossover dribble, picks up the dribble. Lob pass cross court to Kemble, straight away. Here's Grayson Garver, lobs it in the left corner for Garcia. Double team, now to Garver straight away. Garver dribbles by 2, then stripped away, but taken by Breidenbach, and he puts it up from 15 and misses. And the rebound into the hands of Gilliland. 6 seconds to go. Gilliland at midcourt, over to Zender. Long three is up, and that is an air ball taken by Garcia. Garcia's going to put it up at the buzzer! Oh, and he nearly made it from about 60. And that's the end of the opening half with the score. Platte Valley 34, Brush 20, Fort Morgan 25, excuse me. I'll get that down. Platte Valley 34, Fort Morgan 25. We'll take a 3-minute break on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Let's head to the third quarter in Fort Morgan where the Mustang boys trail 34-25 to the Platte Valley Broncos. I'm John Beltran. Platte Valley will send out the following lineup. J.P. Baladez, Trevin Weirman, Sebastian Zender, along with Bryson Becker and Isa Smith, who had a big first half with those 10 points. The Mustangs with their adjusted lineup for this game, and hopefully not too many more, with Tate Kemble, Austin Breidenbach, Cade Bulis, Grayson Garver, and Luis Garcia. It'll be Platte Valley's basketball to begin the third, and Trevin Weirman, very good quarterback, by the way, led Platte Valley into the playoffs this year. He will trigger it in. And he gets it into Sebastian Zender. Zender setting up the offense for Platte Valley on the outside right. Gets a pick from Becker. Jump pass. And we got a whistle. I think trying to fight through a screen was Garver, and he commits the foul, his second. The Mustangs have 4 players with 2 fouls, and they're not a very deep team, so they got to watch out here. To throw it into Zender, right baseline for Becker, back out to Baladez. In the right corner, Zender dribbles right of the lane, jump pass to Baladez. Baladez bounce pass down low for Becker. He turns, he leans, he shoots, he misses, and he's fouled. 2 at the line for Bryson Becker. The foul is committed by Cade Bulis, and that's his third. Looking to extend the 9-point lead. They had double-digit leads on multiple occasions in the first half, and the free throw is in for Bryson Becker. He's got 9. Platte Valley leads by 10. Second free throw for the sophomore is good. Not sure how tall he is, but I'm guessing about 6'5". Very stringy. 36-25. Platte Valley leads Fort Morgan. Garver dribbles by Zender in the right corner. Over to Kemble. Kemble to his left. Lost the basketball into the hands of Zender. 10 turnovers. Zender all the way off the glass, too strong, up and in. Off the follow by Becker in midair. He scored. Becker now has 12 points in the game. Platte Valley with their biggest lead. 38-25. 7:15 to go, third quarter. Grayson Garver for Fort Morgan. Chest pass left side to Kemble. In the corner for Breidenbach. Kicks it back out to Kemble to his left. Bounce pass Garver. Wide open 3. Yes! Grayson Garver with 11. He's keeping Fort Morgan in the game along with Tate Kemble. 38-28. Crossing midcourt is Zender. On the outside left to Baladez. Guarded by Garcia. Left-handed dribble. Maintains it. Calls out instructions for Becker. Baladez looking down low and a whistle and a foul. Is that Bulis again? Man, there's a lot of contact down low. Yep. Cade Bulis again. That's his 4th. They got to get him out of the game. Here comes Trevor Shurtleff. He's one of their stronger players inside. Bulis might not see the floor till the fourth quarter. Isa Smith to trigger it in as Platte Valley leads by 13. And there's the shot up and missed, and we have a whistle and a foul. Garver tried to fight through a screen. Is that going to be on the floor before the shot? I think it is. Garver commits his third, and Fort Morgan's playing some very undisciplined basketball with 4 fouls in the first minute and 15 seconds of the third quarter. Here is Zender with a basketball. Jump pass inside to Becker. Shot blocked and a foul. Oh, I didn't see a foul there by Kemble. Holy mahungus. I did not see a foul. It looked like it was all ball as Becker missed the shot. And Breidenbach having words with the official. Yeah, Breidenbach thought there was no way he fouled him. Kimball didn't say anything. But Kimball was the one who was charged with a foul, man, but I thought that was all ball. On that drive to the basket. Bryson Becker to shoot two, and that one is short. Second free throw upcoming. Yeah, I don't know where the contact was. Didn't get him with a body, that's for sure. There was separation between offender and defender. Second free throw is in. Platte Valley 39, Fort Morgan 28. Grayson Garver for the Mustangs. On the high left to Kemble. Kemble jump pass tipped away, but Kemble now has it over to Shirtliff. Feeds it back out to Garcia. Left baseline shot is around and no good. And Bryson Becker has the rebound for Platte Valley. Becker with his fifth. Becker over to Zender just across the timeline. Zender on the high right with the basketball. Maintains the dribble. Zender kicks it back out to Valadez. Valadez against Garcia into the lane. Bodies up. Kicks it back out into the lane to Smith. Now here's Becker and he scores. Becker on the right wing scores and Platte Valley leads by 13. 41-28. Becker's got all Platte Valley's points here in this quarter. He's got 7 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Kemble right wing to Garver. Garver bounce pass down low. Shirtliff banks and scores. Excellent bounce pass there by Grayson Garver. Shirtliff scored to the left of the basket off the glass. 41-30. Platte Valley with a lead. 5:37 to go, third quarter in Fort Morgan. Zender at the top. Swings it left side for Becker. That's a rarity that he's on the perimeter. Penetrates left baseline. He's cut off. Back out to Smith. Smith against Tate Kemble. Pass inside to Zender and he misses. Austin Breidenbach with a rebound. Breidenbach to Garver in the lane. Left-handed layup. He missed it. Isa Smith comes away with a basketball for Platte Valley. Smith with 5:07 remaining in the third. Smith kicks it back out to Zender. And Platte Valley sets up the offense. Gets a pick from Becker. Zender inside to Becker. He banks and he misses an easy one. Out with a rebound is Luis Garcia. That was a very easy shot. On the outside left, Kemble fakes it, 3 dribbles into the lane, then kicks it back out towards Garver. Garver, right corner, Garcia, wide open 3. Yes! And they needed that one badly. And the Mustangs are to within 8. It's 41-33. They're not out of this game by any means. 4.5 to go in the third. Mustangs trail by 9 at the break. Zender for Platte Valley with a basketball. Zender's going to hand it off to Weirman. Weirman left to the lane, kicks it left corner for Zender, dribbles, puts up a runner, and that's short. Tate Kemble's got the rebound for the Mustangs. Here comes Fort Morgan the other way. Kemble bounce pass to Garcia. Garcia back out towards Breidenbach. Straightaway shot is around and good for Austin Breidenbach. And Fort Morgan to within 6. Watch out there for the Mustangs trying to make a run here. 41-35, 3:55 to go in the third. And here is Becker all the way, and he's fouled by Garcia as he drove to the basket. Garcia commits his third. And Bryson Becker to shoot 2. 3:49 to go in the third. And the free throw is good. (42-35). Brendan Bunting back into the game for Platte Valley. And second free throw's upcoming. And that is up, and that's in. Now, what a quarter Becker's had. We played just over 4 minutes in the quarter, and he scored 9 points. He's got 17 in the game. More points in the first 4 minutes and 11 seconds of this quarter than in the entire first half, and Platte Valley leads by 8, 43-35. Shirtliff into the front court to Kemble. Kemble lobs it cross court towards Shirtliff, that is to Maris. Maris to Shirtliff. Free throw line for Carrillo. He's double teamed. Back out to Shirtliff. Right corner for Maris. Maris has the ball wrestled away by Valadez. Valadez with a 2-on-2. Right of the lane. Scoops it up off the glass. And we've got a tie-up. Nice job by Fort Morgan defensively, and the Mustangs will have the basketball. Possession arrow pointing in their direction. Breidenbach to throw it in.
It stays open. I don't know.
And now we got a whistle and a foul. I think Breidenbach might have said something. That's going to be a technical on Breidenbach. Yep, technical on Breidenbach. And Dustin Horn will be shooting 2. And the free throw is in for Dustin Horn. Second free throw upcoming. That is up and in. Well, Breidenbach did have words with the official a few minutes ago, and then something happened there. Horn now with 6. Platte Valley leads by 10 once again, 45-35. Yeah, Fort Morgan, every time they inch a little bit closer, Platte Valley pulls away. Dawson Frick into the game for the Mustangs. They are saddled with fouls. Valadez left of the lane on Maris, spinning, fading, back out Gilliland. Long three is no good. Eric Carrillo has the rebound for the Mustangs. Here is Kemble. Kemble into the front court. Left wing to Shirtliff. Left corner for Frick. Frick back out to Shirtliff. Now near the timeline to Kemble. 3 minutes to go. Third quarter. Mustangs down by 10. Shirtliff on the outside left over to Maris. Wide open. Won't take that three. On the right wing, here's Kemble. Lobs it cross court to Shirtliff. Penetrates left baseline. Reverse layup is up and in. Oh, that was beautiful by Trevor Shirtliff. Fort Morgan trails by 8. 45-37. A strong move by the senior. On the outside right is Levi Gilliland. At the top for Bunting. On the outside left for Valadez. Maris right on top of him now. Maris backs off as Valadez retreats towards midcourt. Valadez against Maris, spinning, dribbling left baseline, met by Kemble, double teamed. Back out to Bunting. Bunting at the free throw line, over to Gilliland. Left of the lane, in the lane, left-handed hook is up and in. How did he make that? With the left hand falling away from the basket, Levi Gilliland scores for the first time. Platte Valley 47, Fort Morgan 37. Carrillo at the free throw line. Bounce past Kemble. Right wing Maris. Maris to his left, right of the lane. In the lane. Shot is blocked out of there by Bunting. Taken by Valadez. Kemble in front of him. Valadez with the basketball. He's going to have to back it out. If not, Kemble's going to make a play. Straight away three is off the back of the rim. Missed by Gilliland. Taken by Weirman, though. Platte Valley resets. Another three is off the right side of the rim. And it was missed over there by a Platte Valley, Dustin Horn, that is, and kicked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. Platte Valley retains possession, 1:42 to go, third quarter. And now into the game is Garrett Mix for Trevin Weirman. Grayson Garber about ready to check back in. But we have a timeout. And the timeout was called by Platte Valley. We'll keep it right here. With 1:42 to go. We are in the third quarter. And Platte Valley has really controlled the game since the outset when they led 11-0. Mustangs have rallied on several occasions. They came to within 3, but Platte Valley was making big shots once again. And they've separated themselves from the Mustangs in this third quarter. We'll reset the lineup for both teams. It'll be Dustin Horn, Levi Gilliland, Garrett Mix, Brendan Bunting, and Caden Johnson into the game for the second time. So they're going with their bench players. For the Mustangs, Grayson Garber, Dawson Frick, Tate Kemble, Trevor Shirtliff, and Andrew Maris. And Dustin Horn to throw it in for the Broncos. This is the time that Fort Morgan's got to make a run. They've got more scores out there than Platte Valley. Bunting in the left corner. Picks up his dribble. Backs it out to Gilliland. Gilliland dribbles to his right. He's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson spins right of the lane. He hooks it up around off to the right. And Maris grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. Grayson Garver the other way for the Mustangs. Cross court to Shirtliff. Long three is off to the right. And Brendan Bunting grabs the board for Platte Valley. 1:14 to go in the third. Platte Valley leads by 10. Bunting over to Horn. He's going to hand it off to Gilliland. Gilliland at the top. He hands it off to Johnson, and we've got a traveling violation. Platte Valley committed their first turnover there in the third quarter. Only 6 in the game, and Mustangs have got to score in this possession. Have some momentum going into the final quarter. Less than a minute to go. On the outside right, Kimball with the basketball. Cross court to Shirtliff. Straight away to Garver. He nearly traveled, and then he did. Yeah, that's a good call. Garver looking at the official, but I could see it from here that he shuffled his feet, and he's asking the official, but there was no doubt. Actually, I think he's talking to Coach Trahern now. Turnover number 12. Grayson had a hot stretch there in the second quarter when he scored 6 points. Fort Morgan still in this game. Only down by 10. 48 seconds to go in the third. Bunting with the basketball, left of the lane. Has the shot blocked by Kimball as he tried to hook it in. Taken away by Dawson Frick. And now we got a foul in the backcourt. That's Platte Valley's first team foul. The Mustangs already in the penalty with 7 fouls. Brendan Bunting committed the foul. And Dawson Frick to throw it in. Frick into Garver. Slightly pressured in the backcourt. Now Horn will back off. Crossing the timeline is Garver. Left-handed dribble. And then he picked up his dribble, gets it back out to Kimball. Kimball dribbles against Johnson at the free throw line. 15-footer off to the left. And the ball is tipped around, and Frick chases it down in front of the Fort Morgan bench. Over to Shirtliff. 19 seconds to go in the third. Jump pass to Kimball just beyond midcourt. Kimball cross-court to Garver. Garver on the left wing to Shirtliff. Down low for Frick. Double-teamed. He turns, he banks, and he misses short. And the rebound into the hands of Dustin Horn. 5 seconds to go. Horn at midcourt with 3, with 2. Right wing Gilliland, long 3 is off the bottom of the backboard. And that'll do it here in quarter number 3. It's Platte Valley 47, Fort Morgan 37. We're back in 1 minute on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Platte Valley has the basketball to begin the fourth, and Becker misses a shot, gets his own rebound, goes back out, and then he is stuffed over there. Here comes Garver with a basketball to Kimball, who banks and scores. Tate Kimball's got 15, did not score in the third. And Fort Morgan is back to within 8, 47-39. Let's see what the Mustangs can do here on defense. Becker right of the lane against Carrillo. He turns, he shoots, and he scores, but he traveled prior to that. Platte Valley had just 1 turnover in the third. And now they've committed their first turnover in the fourth, just 35 seconds in. The Mustangs looking for a rally, down 8. Grayson Garver across the timeline, swings it left side for Kimball. Over to Luis Garcia out there with Carrillo and Shirtliff. Shirtliff straight away with the basketball. On the left wing to Carrillo, near that left corner for Garver. Garver looking, swings it back out to Garcia. Lobs it down low for Carrillo, tries to save it in, and the ball is knocked around. It's loose. Garcia picks it up in midcourt. Back to Kimball. Kimball on the outside right. Over to Garver. Penetrates left baseline all the way, and then he's along the baseline. Something caught my throat there, and the foul was committed by Dustin Horn, his first. That's only the second team foul. Kimball to throw it in with 6:52 to go in the fourth, and now Valadez, Wehrman, and Zender are back into the game along with Becker and Dustin Horn. And Campbell to trigger it in. On the offensive end, lobs it to Carrillo. Carrillo swings it left corner for Kimball. Kimball puts up a shot, and that is off the front of the rim. And Bryson Becker has got his 8th rebound for Platte Valley. Zender the other way for Platte Valley. Right baseline, jump pass is taken by Wehrman. Wehrman with the basketball straight away. Becker 3 is up and short. And the rebound into the hands of Tate Kimball of Fort Morgan. That's his third. The Mustangs can draw to within 6 with a 2. Crossover dribble. Garver into the lane. Left corner. Garcia wide open 3. Oh, he threw up an air ball. Bryson Becker with the ball for Platte Valley. 6:15 to go in the fourth. Valdez on the left wing all the way. And then he's fouled. That's going to be free throw or free throws. And Garver's holding his left shoulder. And that was Luis Garcia committing his 4th foul, and Garver's hurt. He's going to be taken out of the game in favor of Andrew Maris. Carrillo's out. Austin Breidenbach is in. Isa Smith is into the game for Platte Valley, replacing Dustin Horn. That could be a pivotal moments in the game. No doubt that Garver is in pain. And the free throw's off the back of the rim, and Valadez bricked that thing up there. Mustangs have the rebound. Tate Kemble comes away with the basketball. Down low is Breidenbach underneath. He puts it up, and a foul on the reverse. And the Mustangs to within 6 as Breidenbach is fouled. And that was Bryson Becker with his second. Breidenbach now with 8 in the game. Garver's back in for Garcia. Well, he's got that, I don't know what that is, protecting his left shoulder. It's almost like a shirt. And that free throw is short. And the rebound is controlled by Isa Smith of Platte Valley. Yeah, he clearly he's had a shoulder issue, by the way, for a while. And now the timeout called by the Broncos. Let's take it with them. A 1-minute break. 6 minutes to go in the game. It's Platte Valley 47, Fort Morgan 41. Back in 1 minute on B106 and B106.com. Platte Valley with the basketball. Becker down low for Isa Smith. And this pass is kicked. Cross-court pass kicked by Tate Kemble. So the kicking violation allows Platte Valley to retain the basketball. 5:48 to go in the game. Platte Valley 40, Fort Morgan 41. Smith to throw it in. Still looking. In the left corner for Becker. Lobs it down low for Wehrman. He fades. He gets it back out to Zender. His shot is up and missed. Becker with a rebound. Banks and scores. Becker has been a killer for Platte Valley tonight. He's got a double-double. His first points of the quarter. Platte Valley leads 49-41. He's got 19 points and 10 rebounds in the game. Maris on the outside left to Kemble. Kemble looking down low for Breidenbach, but he's smothered there by Becker. Crossover dribble left of the lane, straight away to Shirtliff. On the outside left is Garver, guarded by Zender. Garver dribbles to his right, and then Garver's fouled by Zender. Zender is wondering where that foul was committed. It's only his first. Platte Valley's 14th foul. The Mustangs have committed 8 already. And they've got a score on virtually every possession, down by 3 possessions, even though we have plenty of time. 5:11 to go. Inbounds pass to Shirtliff, back to Kemble. Kemble at the free throw line, spins, fades. He can't shoot at all. Gets it back out to Shirtliff. Shirtliff hands it off to Garver. Left corner for Shirtliff. Penetrates, pulls up from 7, and he pulled the string. And Sebastian Zender grabs the rebound. That's Sebastian Zender. He's got the basketball. 4:49 to go. Right corner for Valadez. Can he take that shot? He lobs it inside. Poked out of bounds by Kemble. Intended for Isa Smith. Platte Valley retains possession. And Smith to throw it in. Luis Garcia checks in for Andrew Maris. The Mustangs need offense. Again, without Trey McBride tonight, and that has certainly hurt them mightily. Bounce pass is intercepted by Kemble right off the inbounds. Turnover number 7 for Platte Valley. Fort Morgan comes the other way. Kemble in the left corner for Garver. Dribbles left baseline all the way. Scoops up the reverse and misses. Trevin Wehrman grabs his 4th rebound for Platte Valley. Wehrman across the timeline, right of the lane. Right corner for Smith. Back out to Zender. 4:25 to go. 4th quarter. Platte Valley 49, Fort Morgan 41. Zender against Garver at the top on the outside right to Isa Smith. Smith bounce pass to Wehrman, foul from behind by Shirtliff. And Shirtliff with his 3rd foul, team's 9th, 1-1 for Platte Valley. Trevin Wehrman has scored as many points as I have tonight. 0. And his free throw is up, and he bricked it off the back of the rim. Austin Breidenbach has another rebound, his 5th for Fort Morgan. Then it's stolen by Valadez off the errant pass, and he's fouled as he scores. Garver commits the foul, and Platte Valley's up by 10. And for Fort Morgan, as Garver did commit, or they're going to say Breidenbach, excuse me. Or is that Garver? I thought it was Garver. Why did he say 1-2 instead of 1-0? Yeah, it is Garver. Okay, that the official put up the wrong number there. Valadez's free throws in. Valadez with 10. Platte Valley leads by 11. 4:05 to go in the game. 52-41. Kemble on the high right. At the top for Breidenbach. On the left wing to Garcia. Chest pass to Campbell in the lane. Fades from 5 and scores. But Tate Campbell's been held in check. Only 4 points in the second half. Timeout Mustangs. It's brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. Platte Valley 52, Fort Morgan 43, with 3:53 to go in the game. Man, this is just one of these games that Fort Morgan is hanging around, but you don't sense any real threat of the Mustangs winning the game. And how could they? Platte Valley is not falling apart in clutch situations. Platte Valley has their full arsenal of players. The Mustangs do not. But they're hanging very tough in this one. It'll be Breidenbach, Frick, Campbell, Maris, and Garver for the Mustangs. Wehrman to throw it in the backcourt for Platte Valley. Gets it into Becker. Becker, jump pass front court for Zender, 3-on-2, but Zender's going to slow it down and back it out. Zender to the free throw line. No look pass to Wehrman. He scoops it up and hit it off the bottom of the rim. Breidenbach away with the basketball. Over to Campbell. Campbell to Breidenbach on the outside left to Garver. Cross-court pass to Maris. Gets a pick. Can't take that shot. Now to Breidenbach. In the right corner, here's a long three. That's no good by Campbell. And the ball is tipped around into the hands of Wehrman. Wehrman grabs his 5th rebound. Here is Becker. Bounce pass to Valdez. Backs up left corner 3, but he traveled prior to that. Only the 9th turnover for Platte Valley, but 3 in the quarter. Mustangs making substitutions. Cade Bulis back into the game with 4 fouls. And Fort Morgan's got the basketball. Here is Tate Campbell. Over to Breidenbach on the high left. Grayson Garver dribbles to his right, and the bounce pass went underneath the legs or through the legs of Garcia. He picks it up in the backcourt because it was tipped by a Bronco. Bulis back out towards Garver. That ball's volleyball all the way around into 2 different players, and then Garcia's fouled. It went off a Bronco, then a Mustang, and luckily for the Mustangs, Garcia was fouled, 15th foul, and it was on Valadez. Yeah, that was pretty ugly as the ball was pinballed around in Fort Morgan's front court. Still a 9-point game in favor of the Broncos with 2:54 to go. Inbounds pass to Campbell, fakes a straightaway 3, backs up. Now to Breidenbach, right wing 3. That's well short. But the ball is loose, picked up by Garver. He misses and he's fouled to the right of the basket. Garver to shoot 2. Bryson Becker commits his 3rd. It would still be a 2-possession, make it a 3-possession game even if he makes 2. First free throw is up and off to the right. Brendan Bunting and Levi Gilliland come back in for Platte Valley. Second free throw upcoming. And that is up, and that's in. It's in for Garver. He's got 12 in the game, and now we have a foul in the backcourt along the baseline by Maris. The 10th-team foul, double bonus, Zender to shoot 2. Yeah, you got to play defense at this point. There's still too much time to put Platte Valley at the line. It's 52-44 with 2:43 to go in the game. Free throw by Zender is in. Second free throw upcoming. Maris is out. Again for the Mustangs, Bulis, Garcia, Breidenbach, Campbell, and Garver. Broncos can take a 10-point lead again, and it's off the back of the rim. Luis Garcia grabs his 8th rebound. Garver pressured in the backcourt by Zender. I'm not sure that's too smart, because Platte Valley's got the lead there. Here is Garver stripped at the free throw line, and it's taken away by Becker. Boy, that's a big steal there by Platte Valley, and now Platte Valley's going to call a timeout. Fort Morgan commits their 14th turnover. Platte Valley up by 9 with 2:28 to go in the game. It's 53-44. And we will keep it right here. The Mustangs play tomorrow against Erie. The girls at 3:30, the boys at 5 o'clock. And the way this one is going, Fort Morgan's about to drop to 4-5. And Platte Valley with a victory would improve to 4-4. The Mustangs have not led at any point in this game. Platte Valley was up 11-0 right out of the gate. Western Engineering Consultants provide civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients in Colorado. They assist their clients through the planning reviews and construction processes in order for them to attain the appropriate entitlements and to build their projects. Western Engineering Consultants. Inbounds pass taken by Zender in the backcourt for Platte Valley. Guarded by Mares. Into the front court. Dribbles all the way. Jump pass to Valdez in the left corner. Offensive foul. 2 Mustangs went down. Offensive foul by Zender. Yeah, he had nowhere to go except into a Mustang. Turnover number 10 for Platte Valley. So 53-44 with 2:20 to go, and Fort Morgan's got to score in this possession. Here is Garber for the Mustangs into the front court on the outside left to Kemble. Kemble left of the free throw line, 16-footer is no good. Ball is volleyballed and tipped into the hands of Grayson Garber. Garber straight away. Bounce pass to Kemble outside left. He dribbles left of the lane, then he's fouled. That'll be a 1-and-1 situation before the shot. And that foul committed by Levi Gitteland. And I have the feeling here that the last 2 minutes and 3 seconds could take a while based on what we're seeing out of the pace of play here. Gitteland with his second. Kemble has 17 points in the game, only 4 in the second half. He needs to make this turn a second, and he does. Tate Kemble with 18. The Platte Valley lead is down to 8. 53-45. Second free throw, yes. Mustangs apply the pressure. Inbounds pass taken by Bunting in the backcourt, foul by Breidenbach. I don't know if I'd foul in the backcourt. Breidenbach has got a bunch of fouls to give. But the problem is you're going to get the team of the double bonus. That's Breidenbach's second foul. I mean, wait for them to cross the timeline, then commit the foul because you might get a steal in the backcourt. Bunting to shoot 2. This free throws up, and it's well off to the right. That was an ugly miss. Well, maybe there's some strategy there from head coach Todd Traherne. He scouted this Platte Valley team and realizes that there's a weakness there. Second free throw upcoming for Bunting. That is up, and that's off to the right, and the rebound is into the hands of Cade Bulis. Here comes Breidenbach the other way. 1:55 to go, down by 7. On the outside left to Garcia. Garcia straight away, Kemble. Wide open three is up and in and out. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Garcia. The Mustangs reset. That was his 9th rebound. Breidenbach right of the lane, puts it up, and he misses, but he's fouled. Along the right baseline, Austin Breidenbach to shoot 2. Foul committed by Bryson Becker. That's his 4th. He's been a thorn to the Mustangs' side tonight. Breidenbach has 8 points in the game. Free throw is up and in and out. And slightly off to the left. He can make it a 2-possession game if he nails the second free throw. Maris back in for Fort Morgan. Dustin Horn back in for Platte Valley. So is Bowdez as Becker's out. Free throw is up, and that's well short. The rebound is taken over there by Frick, and he banks and misses, but he's fouled. And that foul was committed, I believe, by Wehrman. All right, let's see. I mean, Mustangs are not going away. Free throw is short. Dustin Horn actually committed the foul. And now Fort Morgan cannot make a free throw. They've missed 4 out of 7 in the quarter. Second free throw. Good. Mustangs to within 6. And then Frick commits a foul in the backcourt. And Dustin Horn will go to the line. For Frick, that's his first. We still have 1:39 to go in the game. And this is going to take a while unless Platte Valley can pull away, or Fort Morgan can rally here and get to within a single possession. But we're not seeing that yet. 53-47. Horn with one free throw can make it a 2-possession game, and that one is up and in. Dustin Horn now has 7 in the game. Second free throw is good. (55-47). 1:33 to go. Garber bounce pass to the free throw line for Bulis. Bulis looking. He's got to get rid of the basketball. Gets it back out to Garcia. Garcia dribbles by 2. Left baseline for Kemble. Left of the lane. Leans. Banks and misses, and he's fouled. Platte Valley's defense is almost too good. Sebastian Zender with his third. 1:21 to go. These seconds are ticking ever so slowly. Let's see if Kemble can make 2. The first one is good. Kemble now with 20 points in the game. Maris and Shirtliff back in. They have fouls to give, especially Maris, who's not committed a foul. Second free throw, yes. 21, 55-49. And the ball is loose in the backcourt off the inbounds pass. Kemble has got it, and a timeout. Well, that's an excellent job by head coach Ty Traherne calling a timeout. If not, Kemble, with his body on the ground, might have been called for traveling. After the steal, Platte Valley's committed 5 turnovers in the quarter. Timeouts brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. 1:18 to go in the game. And Platte Valley's lead is at 6, but Fort Morgan's got the basketball. 55-49. Man, what's unbelievable here is that no player is fouled out. Bryson Becker's got 4 fouls for Platte Valley. Grayson Garber, Luis Garcia, and Cade Bulis have 4 fouls for Fort Morgan. That's why Coach Traherne has to make so many substitutions. And by making those substitutions, he allows those players who are in foul trouble to not be disqualified. It's a 6-point game. And the Mustangs need a bucket right now. I mean, they really only need a 2. They don't need a 3. Because they have closed the gap here on Platte Valley. But it's happening ever so slowly. Breidenbach, Bulis, Garber, Garcia, and Kemble. Kemble with only 2 fouls. So that helps. Garber to throw it in, over to Kemble. Kemble penetrates all the way, scoops, leans, and scores! Off the back of the rim for Kemble. And the Mustangs are only down by 4, 55-51. And then Garcia fouls out. He fouled Horn in the backcourt going for a steal. Garcia fouls out with only a 3-pointer tonight. And Dustin Horn to shoot 2. Horn is 5 out of 6 from the line in this game. Trevor Shirtliff replaces the disqualified Garcia. The Horn free throw is up and in. Horn has now got 9. It's 56-51 Platte Valley. Second free throw is up and in and out, but the rebound to Becker. Oh, man, that hurts Fort Morgan big time. 11th rebound for him. And the Broncos are going to take the air to the basketball. Zender jump past to Valdez, and then the ball's poked out of bounds by Grayson Garver, intended for Isa Smith. We're down to 57.8 seconds to go. Not getting that rebound really hurt Fort Morgan. Substitutions made. Frick and Maris are back in. Smith to throw it in, cross court to Becker, and Frick fouls Becker. Dawson Frick commits his second foul, 54.9 seconds to go. Fort Morgan has no other option. Becker had a huge third quarter with 9 points. He's got 19 in the game. Leading scorer is Tate Kemble. Free throw is good. Off the lip of the rim and in. We only had 12 free throws combined in the opening half. We've got about double of that here in this half. Gilliland is in for Smith. 57-51. Second free throw is up, and that is around and good. And it's a 3-possession game again. Becker now at 21, 58-51. We'll have a Facebook Live segment coming up while we're live on B106 and B106.com after the game. Breidenbach on the outside left to Shurtleff. Dribbles to his left. On the left baseline, Kemble left to the lane, in the lane, pulls up from 10, around, and no good. And the ball is loose on the floor. It's picked up by Becker. Platte Valley's fouled. 38.4 seconds to go. Platte Valley in this quarter has made 2 field goals. And 7. We'll make it 6 free throws, but about to make it 7 and 8 possibly. Austin Breidenbach committed the foul. It's actually now his third. And Bryson Becker to the line. In and out. Becker, before missing that free throw, was 11 out of 12. Second free throw coming up for the sophomore. And that's up, and that's in. Mustangs down by 8. Inbounds pass to Breidenbach. 35 seconds remaining. Spins it back out to Kemble. Crosses midcourt. Kemble dribbles to his right. Kemble right of the lane. Kicks it back out. Garver, long 3, is off the front of the rim. The rebound to Bunting, and that's going to be it. Bunting fouled in the backcourt. Yeah, that's going to be it. Fort Morgan's not going to come back now. Tate Kemble commits his third. The rally's going to fall just a little bit short here with 25.5 seconds to go, down by 8. And Platte Valley with 2 free throws here from Brendan Bunting. The first one is up, and that's going to be in. And his teammates giving him a cheer on the bench because Bunting just missed 2 earlier in the quarter. Caden Johnson is in along with Garrett Mix for Platte Valley. Platte Valley 60, Fort Morgan 51. Second free throw is in the air, and that's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Cade Bulis' third. The outlet to Garver. 19 seconds to go. Garver straight away to Breidenbach. Fades back out to Shurtleff. Shurtleff to Garver with 13. Garver in the lane puts up a prayer. It's nothing but glass. The rebound to Trevin Weirman. Mustang shouldn't foul at this point. The game is over. Crossing midcourt is Weirman with 3 seconds to go. Good job by the Mustangs. Just playing some tight defense as Platte Valley dribbles out the clock. And Platte Valley wins the game by a score of 60-51. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with a recap on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Mustang postgame show tonight is brought to you by Morgan Community College here on B106 and B106.com, as well as Facebook Live. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, there to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. Fort Morgan Mustang boys lost tonight at home to the Platte Valley Broncos 60-51. As Platte Valley scored the first 11 points of the game and never looked back. Fort Morgan never had the lead in the game. It was 15-9 after one, 34-25 at the break, as Platte Valley outscored Fort Morgan 19-16 in the second quarter. and then 13-12 in the third quarter for a 10-point advantage, 47-37. Mustangs did put up 14 points to Platte Valley's 13 in the fourth, but it was not enough as Platte Valley picked up the win. The visiting Broncos tonight got a double-double from Bryson Becker, 22 points and 11 rebounds, 10 apiece for J.P. Bowdez and Isis Smith. Smith had those 10 points by halftime. They had 4 points in the game from Sebastian Zender, 9 from Dustin Horn, don't forget about him, 3 from Brendan Bunting, and 2 points from Levi Gilliland. For the Mustangs, they were led by Tate Kemble with 23 points, 12 from Grayson Garver, Austin Breidenbach with 8, Trevor Shirtliff had 4 points, 3 in the game from Luis Garcia, and 1 free throw from Dawson Frick. That is, both teams had 33 rebounds unofficially, 11 for Becker to lead Platte Valley, and Luis Garcia had 9 for Fort Morgan. Man, the free throws were a huge discrepancy in this one. Platte Valley attempted 35 free throws. They made 24, while Fort Morgan was simply 7 of 8. The Mustangs with 14 turnovers, 6 of those in the opening quarter when they played their worst quarter. Only 11 for Platte Valley, but 5 of those in the fourth quarter as Fort Morgan applied the pressure defense and was attempting to rally. Platte Valley with a victory improves to 4-4, while Fort Morgan drops to 4-5. Mustang Player of the Game is brought to you by Transwest Chevrolet Buick, serving Northeast Colorado and located in Fort Morgan and Sterling. Stop by and take a test drive. They've got a great selection of new and used vehicles, or you can browse their website at transwestchevroletbuick.com. It's a no-brainer tonight. Tate Kemble, the player of the game. Remember, the Mustangs were playing without Trey McBride, and Kemble really had to pick up the slack along with Grayson Garver. Garver did have 12 points, but Kemble, again, had 23, including 10 in the fourth quarter, and he did everything he could, along with his teammates, to get the Mustangs the victory, but it did not happen tonight, and this is the first of back-to-back games inside this gym for Fort Morgan, as they will play tomorrow on the back end of a doubleheader against the Erie Tigers. Outstanding job, as always, by our sound engineer and producer, Tristan Reyes. I'm John Beltran with a final score once again tonight from Fort Morgan High School as the Platte Valley boys defeat the Fort Morgan Mustangs 60-51. You've been listening to the Mustang postgame show on B106 and B106.com and watching it on Facebook Live. Once again, Platte Valley 60, Fort Morgan 51 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com.